Hey, what's up guys? And now it is time for the review. I've been playing with this controller for, I don't know, about a week now. I gotta say, I do. I like it. It's kind of impossible to not compare it to the Scuff, but that's just what's gonna happen. If something has paddles on it, it's gonna get compared to the Scuff. So while I was playing just now, I did notice something that kind of caught me off guard. Hold on, let me get out of the area so I can show you guys something real quick. Just in case you guys play Destiny. This controller comes with the option for hair triggers to make it so you don't have to pull the trigger as much. So, I'm going to put that hair trigger on. Now watch this. I can't fire my gun. And there is no like middle setting. It's either on or it's off. That's your only option. So as you can see, I can't fire my gun. But watch this shit. What the fuck is that? I got no idea. I don't know. So the hair trigger, that's kind of weird. I'm going to try it on a different game. But with Destiny, no bueno. I think that might mean doesn't work. Anyway, also another thing that I did with this controller was I moved my joystick from here to there. That's not that great. I find myself really reaching when I want to run and go up. I literally have to almost pull my hand off of this and go up. Now, I've never played with Xbox controllers before, so you guys might be used to that. But when you're used to holding something small like that, it takes a little bit of getting used to grab this and reach your thumb all the way up there. But I don't know. I'm probably going to move it back. It's just too far of a reach. But anyway, that's not why you guys are here. You guys are here for Pump's Review. Welcome to another video. The time has come. Welcome to another video. The fun has just begun. Okay, now that we're back, let me grab my notebook. Here's what I'm going to do. That's a Scuff. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to talk to you guys about this at the end of the video. Right now, meat and potatoes, Astro C40. I'm going to give you the pumps and the dumps for this controller. Alright. I'm going to start with the pumps. And then I'll go over to the dumps. Alright. First pump. It does fit nice in your hand. It does. It's a good, comfortable fit. Like I said, you kind of got to reach your thumb to run, but I can move it back. So that's not too big of a problem. The price. The price is not too bad. Every forum that I click on, $200, is it made of gold? Is it going to do this? Is it going to do that? Listen, you don't like the price, don't buy it. No one's putting a gun to your head and say, hey, buy this Astro controller. Some people like to just spend money on controllers and maybe play a little bit different. I think the price is decent. Okay, next one. This is in stores. You can go buy this, GameStop and other stores. I don't know where else it's at, but it's at GameStop. Scuff, you gotta order this. Well, you could buy the Scuff Vantage in stores, but that controller's butt. You don't want to buy that, trust me. I'm not trying to just do constant comparisons here, but you don't have a choice. You kind of have to do comparisons because that's what it is. You're buying this controller mainly for these paddles. Come on, let's be real here. All right, it's in stores. That's a pump. Next pump. You can move these joysticks around. For some people, they might like having this joystick here. Pump doesn't, but you may like it. So, not too bad. Next pump. The joysticks once again. These joysticks are good joysticks. Do you know how many of these things I've had to replace? I've had to order. These things literally rip apart like they're freaking paper. I probably went through 16 joysticks already. But hey, I'm not here to bash Scuff. I'm just doing a comparison a little bit here. So, good joysticks. That's a pump. Next, comes with a case.
A few moments later.
Case. I think that's great. This case is awesome. So if I ever want to go somewhere, pop it in my case, and I take it with me. I don't have a worry in the world. It's things like concrete. That's a pump. Next pump. This might not be a pump. This is kind of like a adjustable triggers. Right here. As I just showed you guys, I can't necessarily use the adjustable triggers on Destiny. I haven't tried it on any other games yet, but I just showed you guys, I can't fire. It's either adjusted to the max or not adjusted at all. So I do kind of wish that you can kind of ease them in a little bit. So that's not a full pump. I'm just going to give that a puh. All right. Last but not least, the last pump. The placement of the back paddles is wonderful. The way you hold this controller, I love that. It's so easy. Look at that. You see what I'm doing? See that? I have it mapped out to jump and slide. See? That's what I like. That's what everybody likes. See this? I'm jumping and I'm not taking my hands off the joysticks. You can remap any buttons that you want back there. I choose jump and slide. Okay. So far, those are the pumps. Okay. Now, we got to get into the lumps. I'm sorry. I had to do it. If I want you guys to trust me as a reviewer, there has to be dumps. Okay. First dump. This thing's heavy as shit. It's probably 5 freaking pounds. I don't know how many it is, but it's heavy. You feel it. It's top heavy. But I can get used to it. It's definitely heavier than this. It's definitely heavy. It's a heavy controller. You can feel it. That's a dump. Next dump. No on-the-fly remapping. Let me show you something. Over here. This right here. This is a remapping key. I put this on the back of this controller and I can remap these buttons to the back anytime I want. Anytime. Right now I could do it. This right here, I have to go onto my computer, over here, plug it in, go on their website, remap. Sometimes we don't have time for that. Back over here. That's a dump. The charge hole. Where is that thing at? I have the... There we go. The charge hole. Look at the size of that thing. It's a freaking tank. The charge hole is all the way in there. So if you lose this, the normal charger only has about that much of an end on it. So you got to kind of snake that thing in there to try and get it to charge. I get it. I know why it's like this, so it holds it in there, but everybody loses these wires. So it happens. Here's another thing. This thing isn't exactly huge here. So if you do want to play wired and say you want to sit here, sit on the bed, guess what? You're sitting on the edge of the bed. You're not sitting on that comfortable pillow you got. That's a dump. Next. As of right now, little to no customization. What you see is what you get. No biggie, no big deal. But with the Scuff, there's just tons of customization that you can do. So that's a dump. It's kind of boring. It's kind of plain. But I'm sure that's going to change. All right. Next one. Definitely takes time to get used to. So this controller is for PS4 and PC, meaning you've probably been used to holding one of these types of controllers, like this. So when you go to something like this that is more like an Xbox-shaped controller, you're going to feel that. That width is something that you're going to notice, trust me. And like I said, that joystick, you're going to notice that too, but you can move it. No biggie. All right. Next, dump. And this is kind of a big dump, and I'll tell you why. I guess you guys know what those are. Those are control freaks. They literally make these joysticks almost impossible to use control freaks. Yeah, it comes with heightened, dome, concave, short, whatever, but guess what? You ain't snapping these on there. I tell you that right now. About $15 to $20 a set, so yeah, it's a pretty big loss. But, like I said, no biggie. Next dump. The joysticks are kind of hard to push down. They really are. I don't know if you can hear that. It does have a nice click to it, but when you're trying to run, they're kind of difficult to push down and click in. But, you know, I've gotten used to it. All these controllers take some getting used to. When I first ordered the Scuff, I was like, holy shit, I can't play with this thing. I just threw $240 down the drain. But I got used to it. And that's what I'll do with these joysticks. All right. Last dump for this controller. And here's something that I'm not 100% sure. I can't, for some reason, turn my PlayStation on just by pushing the power button. I've done everything hooking this up to the PlayStation and the dongle, everything like that. For some reason, I can't turn the console on just by hitting the PlayStation button. So I don't know if that's something I could change, but I've looked into a lot of stuff and I can't do it. So if you guys know a way to do that, please do share. So, anyway, those are the pumps and dumps of this controller. So, like I said, if at this moment in time, right now, if I had to choose between the Astro C40 and the Scuff Infinity PS Pro, possibly, I don't quite remember what it was called. If I had to choose right now, I would take the Astro. It just seems like a higher quality controller. The things that I dumped on are stuff that you can get used to. Like I said, when I first got the Scuff, I thought that I wasn't going to be able to play with it. There's stuff that I can get used to for this controller. I'm not too thrilled about the hair triggers not working right, but, well, I don't want to say not working right, because I can't use them on this game. So, anyway, Astro, $199 plus tax in stores. Scuff, sometimes they're on sale, $160, upwards of $250, $260. You have to order this. Now, lastly, say you want to play with paddles, but you don't want to spend big bucks. I just want to throw this out there. The Dominator Strike Pack. This right here pretty much turns your controller into a Scuff for Astro controller. Right here. You see that? These are the paddles. You clip this on to the back of your regular DualShock 4 controller, and there you go, you have paddles. I made a video explaining this strike pack. I'll link it in the description, just in case you want to try paddles out before you spend big bucks. $35. Give it a try. One dump, it has to be hooked into your console. This is not wireless. This has to be plugged into your console. It gives you a very long 10-foot cord. You can play in the freaking kitchen if you want to. 35 bucks, Dominator Strike Pack. I'll link my video in the description. So, those are my pumps and dumps of the Astro C40 controller. And I just want to remind you guys, I'm still doing subscriber giveaways. Once I hit 200 subscribers, I plan on giving away a copy of Division. It could be on PS4, it could be on Xbox. Like I said, if you don't want Division, I'll buy you a game. Whenever you win, I'll be in contact with you. You don't want Division, you pick out your own game. When I hit 500 subscribers, I have decided that I will be giving away the Astro A20 headset. You can choose if you want that on PS4 or Xbox. That's at 500 subscribers. And then last but not least, when I do hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be picking one of you guys to win the Astro C40 PS4 PC controller. Please subscribe to Pump Juice. I'm doing good, guys. Pump Juice out.